My latest analysis on the electric vehicle. The project was on the electric vehicle, source of the energy, which come in two different ways. One, battery electric vehicle, BEV. Two, plug-in hybrid electric vehicle, PHEV, through different provider. That is, these two energy source have different providers. Then also we have a category in respect to eligibility. One, clean alternative fuel vehicle eligible. Two, eligibility unknown as battery range has not been researched. Three, not eligible due to low battery range. I query the dataset with MySQL for results comparison and deep insights in the data. On the second, on this visual, this slide, the data set is inside the Microsoft Excel, and we have the total number of rows to be 181,458. Then I took this data, I brought it into my SQL for proper query, as I mentioned earlier. The number of rows is 181,458. This total row number was after cleaning, removing the dirty data from it, duplicates, and other form of data that will not allow us to analyze and visualize. Other problem that will not allow us to analyze and visualize properly. Then checking for the data types and ensure that everything is in proper shape. So the data set, I brought it in here for proper query. This is the data set. And some of the insights in it is this: the not eligible due to low battery range, we have a 19,912. Clean alternative fuel vehicle eligible, we have 66,816. And eligibility unknown as a battery range has not been researched, we have 94,730. Another part of it that I worked on, I checked for the vehicle type. They are in two types. We have a plug-in hybrid electric vehicle and a battery electric vehicle. The plug-in has a 39,485, and the battery electric vehicle 141,973. Then from here, after checking for all this to compare with what I have in the Excel, the data comparison give the same result. So I went into Power BI to visualize. On my home tab, my KPI, we have a 3 for the eligibility. We have 3 categories, as I mentioned. The make of the vehicle, we have a 40 make. That is the type of vehicle this analysis cover. Then the electric providers, this energy source provider, we have a 76 of them, and this was carried out in 193 countries, 44 states, and 726 cities. On this donut chart, we can see that the eligibility unknown correspond with what we analyze in the MySQL, 94,730, and the clean alternative is having a 66,816. 6. Why the not eligible due to the battery range is 19,916. If you come to this part 2, we have a electric vehicle type. We can see that the battery electric vehicle has the largest of 95, the largest of 78% of the data. That is 141,972, corresponding with what we have in MySQL. And the plug-in hybrid electric vehicle on this part is 39,485, corresponding with what we have in MySQL. That is like 22%. We check the percentage of it. Then coming down here, we visualize the top vehicle per country, where Tesla is having the highest of 81,000, followed by Nissan 14,000, and the Chevrolet in that order. Here we check the top city with clean. In this visual, we look at the clean alternative fuel vehicle eligible, because that is the top notch of the whole analysis. We are looking at the clean. The other two follow up, but this is where the research is centered on. Then the city with the highest 30,000 is a SEAL2, followed by Beverly, that is 90,000 as a Oblivious. So on the grid, let's go to the next slide on the grid. On the grid, we can see that the eligibility unknown too, we look at it here, the figures still tally with what we have in MySQL. And here, if you check, it's still the same, shows that the analysis is correct and the insight we are generating are all accurate in respect to this data. The range the car provides, BMW having 20 has the highest range, followed by Tesla. And also here, we look at the number of vehicle per electric vehicle type. So here we have a battery electric vehicle having the highest 1,000. So it's corresponding with what we have in the other analysis. Then while the plugin is having the 39,000 in that order. Here the cities, top country with clean alternative fuel vehicle. We are having Kings at the highest. Here are the brief insight to what we have here on this way. And then we have a filter on this visual. We filter in respect to battery electric vehicle and plug-in hybrid electric vehicle. So in this filter, we filter in respect to battery electric vehicle, and then we are having 94,730 as the eligibility unknown. Then the clean we are having we're having 47,000 plus, and here not eligible, we're having 9. We're having 9. So you can see our KPI is still showing 3. But when we get to the plug-in hybrid electric, we'll not be having anything here. Then you see our KPI will be showing what? 2. So this brings an insight in all this. Then why the Tesla here now is having the highest? It's having the highest number. And the city also is still the Kings that has the, because if you look at the percentage difference here, you see that a lot of these cars are in this country called Kings. So the next filter we did, the next filter I did is on a plug-in hybrid. We can see now that we're having only just 2 here. And our KPI is showing 2 eligibility. So the plug-in is only on non-eligible due to low battery range and a clean alternative fuel vehicle eligible. So we're having it, we don't have it on the other category. So why here now BMW is having the highest. Why the other one, it was Tesla. BMW is having 17 here, and followed by Volvo. And in this order, we are not even seeing Tesla here. That means probably maybe Tesla did not have it, because I didn't check down to see where it is. But in the top, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 that we can visualize, Tesla is not there, but it's leading on the battery electric vehicle. Then the country that is still leading is still the Kings with 18,000 plus. So this is the insight we gather from the data set. So this project is very viable, and it can be used by all these car makers, car manufacturers, to get an insight on how their products is being seen out there, the value that people are placing on their product, the patronage, and how their products are selling in the world. This is an insight. This is one of the things that can driven their decisions in their policy towards where to concentrate and where to put more effort, the cities, the country, the area, in the type of energy to concentrate on the benefits that comes with it. Thank you for this.